This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Riya, remember our days back in school when science and math classes would be so boring unless art was integrated into our projects and we made solar systems and volcanoes and whatnot.
Absolutely, and I feel like that taught us that art wasn't just about putting paint on paper. It could have been music, performance art, installations, and all these different kinds of arts is what we're seeing today at a primary and secondary school in Delhi, where the entire student body has come together to express themselves through art.
We decided to mix art, craft and maths, and this is how it looks like.
We are now standing in St. Mary's School with three 11th standard students, Nandini, Kapish and Riya. And their art installation has something to do with economic policy in India, which they are going to explain to us. So can you tell us what this art installation actually means?
It's a very ideal representation of the move demonetization. So what we're trying to depict here is the old leaves, like drawing a comparison between the old leaves and the old notes and the new ones that are the blossoming, budding leaves.
Okay.
The new note.
And can you tell me your views about demonetization as a policy and why you all chose it as the topic for your art installation?
It's a good idea, but implementation is not good. Like, people are 98% of people are facing it, and it has been facing many problems with it, like banks and all. They doesn't have enough cash to give.
Okay. And I know it takes a lot of ideas to actually come up with the final one that you make. So tell me one or two of the ideas that you all had but then went with something else and then ended up with this awesome project.
So initially we thought of making a pond and throwing the notes in, but we couldn't really come up with a good conceptualization of that concept. So we thought, and our school's a green school and we always emphasize on a lot of greenery. So we were looking around for inspiration. So that's how we drew a parallel between the trees and the Indian economy.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking with us. And now we're going to see what my colleague Richa is doing at the other side of the school with another art installation. Okay, Riya, thank you. And now I have with me a team of 5th graders from St. Mary's, and they have done a very interesting project which is called the March of the Ants. And Angelina is going to tell us all about the idea. Angelina, hi, welcome to the show. So why the March of Ants? What inspired you to come up with this idea?
I inspired with ants because usually with these ants are made with plastic spoons, and usually what we do with spoons, we throw them after using, but we thought about making something from trash.
Right. Also the fact that, since you've used plastic spoons, of course, they perfectly look like ants. Can you tell me a bit about, why using these different colors on the ants? What are you trying to symbolize with it? Like, I see blue, I see peach, I see pink. What is it all about?
The pink ones are the women and
the female ants?
And the blue ones are the male ants.
Okay.
The peach one are the children.
Okay.
And the red ones are the leaders of the whole community.
Okay. So Angelina, how long did it take, to sort of build the whole project?
We built, to make it, it took a week.
And why did you choose this specific area to sort of install it? Like, is there any special purpose behind that under the tree, just to create a more natural look to it?
Because the ants live in the nature, so we can see the trees.
All right, so that was all about Angelina's art installation at St. Mary's, and now Ria is on the other side of the school and she's standing with a bunch of students who have done an interesting project on Jallikattu. So let's take a look at what it's all about. Before we get to them, I'm standing with Dr. Koshi, who is the principal of St. Mary's School and has actually facilitated this entire art installation exhibition. So, Dr. Koshi, how do you actually get these students to come together, get these performances? How long does it take? It must be a very long, tedious process.
Through the year, it goes on and on. So, I mean, it is a long process. But well, education is a long process, and so there are no shortcuts to that. And so I think the art department requires the kudos for that whole thing. And because when they do an installation, it's an amalgamation of many things. That is, are you up on current affairs? Do you see how you can present current affairs in a manner that is artistic and that raises inquiry? And so I would say that the Jallikattu so live installation is actually a representation of that, where there is knowledge of current affairs, there's how would we like it changed, the whole scenario, and they try to represent that.
Okay. What we notice in the school system, in the education system in India, is there's a lot of focus on the sciences, on technology, on studying these hard subjects, and we often see that like courses like art, courses like craft or performance art are not given enough attention. So what do you think about this as a school principal who's giving these performance arts the space and attention they deserve?
See, I don't think that any subject can be taught in isolation. It's not that science or mathematics, for instance, when you look at the kites that are there, that requires some kind of symmetry, that requires some kind of mathematics to get it to fly, okay? So, and there is science behind it in sense of what is the weight of the paper that is there, what is the kind of, stick that you use. So, we always teach it in an interdisciplinary manner, especially from the lower classes, and even right up to class 9 and 10, the CCE was just that. That is an interdisciplinary concept, It's not anything is a hard subject, it's a soft subject. Absolutely. I think the whole idea that the humanities or the fine arts is not tough and it's only for those who can't work. It's really that your brain is wired a little differently, and the effort in school is to get the portions of your brain that is perhaps not as strong to left brain, right brain connectivity. Correct. To get those wirings to be rewired in a manner that you can make the best of both sides.
Yes, I absolutely agree. These impressions need to change. Finally, one last question. How has the support from parents, from the students themselves, from class teachers, because this entire project, to pull something like this off, you need the parents and the students to be as involved and as enthusiastic about it. So how has the support from all around been?
It's been very good.
Okay.
So again, I'm saying it's the culture of a school, really.
Okay.
Our school is now about 52 years old, and we have always worked in this manner. And so our parents are also aware. We take great pains during our parent interaction to explain to them that जो अब मज़ा कर रहे हैं, ये मज़ा नहीं है. This is also learning.
Absolutely. And like you said, current affairs come together with these art installations, and I see that these students behind us have brought the current affairs into the fold, doing a performance art on Jallikattu. So what is this all about? How did the idea first come to you?
As teachers encourage us always to make our own ideas and creative ideas as to make our outputs, but we also take reference from Koshi ma'am. We go to her every time we need something and need help in something, so we go to her, refer to her for some ideas and some new creative thoughts as to how we can relate the current art to current affairs also.
And why did you all specifically choose Jallikattu? What was the reason behind choosing Jallikattu?
This is the only this was the this is the newly current and the thing this was the most talked about topics right now. So giving it a twist, we just came up with this idea that in our human world we torture the bulls. Okay, so using different manners we do torture them. So we will be showing here that let's think about in a parallel world there's this animal world where the humans are tortured, so keeping human in the place of the bulls and bull in the place of the human. So the way bull will be torturing us, so we will just keep if we can torture the bulls, and there is an equal right where bull can also torture the humans.
Okay, so let's see what this performance art looks like, Jallikattu with a twist.